boxing with Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Sport. Eddie, how easy was it to make this fight happen?
It was pretty easy. I've got a very good relationship with Lou DiBella. I've actually known him since I was about 11 years old. I remember him when he was a TV producer and exec, and he was working a lot with my father. And it's sad to say, it was on Twitter, more or less. Sergio Martinez was looking for people to fight. He's widely avoided. And when I signed Darren Barkers 6 months ago, he said to me, "I know you think I'm mad, but if you ever get me a chance to fight Sergio Martinez, please take it." I said, "Well, there's easier options out there." He said, "No, I believe I can fight him. I love fighting southpaws. I believe I can beat him." And I said to Lou, "Listen, we're ready. We're ranked top 10 in every governing body. We're number 3 in the WBC. We're the undefeated British, Commonwealth, European champion. Sky Sports in the UK, big following. Hey, we're the perfect opponent. Let's do this." And we made it happen.
And do you feel that for Darren Barker, he suffered the 1 year layoff, he came back with a good decision against Sparta.
Yeah.
Do you feel it's too much too soon?
No, not really. I think I'm quite an honest person. In an ideal world, I would like him to have had one more fight. But when a fight comes up like this, that goes out the window. Against Sparta, he was hugely dominant. In my opinion, he probably won 9 or 10 rounds. I mean, the judges saw it a little bit closer. But Sparta was ranked 5 in the WBC. He's a former world title challenger. And like every fight Darren Barker's ever had, he's won them so convincingly, so easily. So it's very difficult to say how good Darren Barker is. We believe we know how good Darren Barker is. And in that case, we believe he's going to beat Sergio Martinez. And to be honest with you, it doesn't even matter if I believe it or not. He just has to believe it. And he does. And that makes him a dangerous fighter. When you're undefeated, you've never tasted defeat. And when you've been through in life what he's been through, and you've worked all your life to get in this position, you don't just lay down and just sort of fold over. I keep talking about that British bulldog spirit and, never say die attitude. But he has got that. And he's a tough kid and he's going to put on a hell of a performance. And, if Martinez is going to beat him, he's going to have to break his heart. And that's going to be really tough to do because he's got a big heart.
A lot of people feel that Darren Barker's overshadowed, he doesn't deserve this chance, or Martinez could have went somewhere else. How does that make you feel and how does it make Darren feel?
Doesn't really, I'm not the kind of person to particularly worry about what people say. A lot of the TV guys from over here have already said to me, "Tell us more about Darren Barker." Who is Darren Barker? You're British, you know about Darren Barker. Everybody in Britain and Europe knows about Darren Barker. He's the best in Europe, in my opinion. So in terms of is he ready for this shot, 100%. He's ranked top 10 in every governing body. He's 3 in the WBC. You look at the other people in the WBC, but we spoke to Bob Arum about fighting Chavez Jr. We've even talked to Sturm about that potential fight. Both of those fights, which are much easier fights than Sergio Martinez, Darren wasn't particularly interested in. This is the one because he wants to be the best. He wants to fight the best. Fighters want to fight the best. Proper fighters want to fight the best. They don't want the easy way out. And sometimes, obviously, as a promoter and a manager, you have to look for the right option for them. But when you listen to a fighter and you listen to what they've got to say, and they're telling you that they want this particular fighter, no one else, then you've got to listen to them. And this is a huge fight on HBO, on Sky back in the UK. It's a huge platform for Darren Barker to go and show the world what he can do. It's a life-changing opportunity for him. That's the best way you can describe it, and I'm so pleased to be able to give him that opportunity.
You just said you could have had Chavez Jr. or Sturm. Was that on the cards?
Yeah, we spoke to Bob Arum and he was, in a list of 3 with Manfredo and Barker and Sturm. Obviously, after the Macklin fight, we were looking at options with him. But every time I spoke to Darren, he was flat about them. He was. I said, "Listen, I believe he beat Chavez Jr. easily, in my opinion. Whether he wins or not is another question. But he wants to fight the best, and Martinez is the best. And Martinez is the best middleweight in the world, bar none."
And on the night, will you be doing any other promotions in the build-up to the events?
Possibly. We're talking to Sky at the moment about doing a show back there in the UK, but we might have some fighters on the bill. We've got to speak to Lou and see what's what. But our main concern on October the 1st is making Darren Barker the best middleweight in the world.
And how can fans keep up with Matchroom Sport at the moment?
Yeah, well, I'm on Twitter at Eddie Hearn. We've got matchroomboxing.com, we've got prizefightseries.co.uk, our corporate website is matchroomsport.com. We're making great moves in boxing in the UK at the moment. We're delighted to be back after a long layoff. We've got a renewed passion and a renewed buzz for the game, and we're trying to do great things for fans and great things for fighters that we believe in. We're delighted that Darren Barker has got this shot, life-changing opportunity to go and do what he's always wanted to do.
Thanks for your time.
All right, mate.